Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. I apologise that you haven't seen anything from me for about a week or so, and the main reason for that is that I wasn't very well last week. I did a silly and I sang too much on Monday, ended up completely wrecking my voice. I really strained it, and because I had a performance on the Saturday, I had to go on complete vocal rest. I didn't talk for the better part of 3 days, very minimal talking on the Friday, so that I had some semblance of a singing voice for Saturday, which meant that I couldn't film any videos because I just didn't want to do any damage, and it's felt very weird not having sat down to film. But enough of all of that. I am back today with a very exciting announcement, and that is that I'm going to be co-hosting a readathon, which is really good fun. More specifically, I am here to announce the Historical Fiction Readathon for 2025. This was created by the lovely Shelley Swearingen, and alongside myself we are joined by Brittany over at Literally Smitten, Gloria Z Thompson, and Melinda over at Web of Stories. All fantastic booktubers who I love watching, and particularly getting to know about their thoughts on historical fiction. This readathon is going to take place over the whole month of June. In order to participate in this readathon, you need only read one book of historical fiction. It can be from any time period. It can be a short book, it can be a long book, it could be a speculative history. However, if you did want to spice up the readathon a little bit, challenge yourself a little bit more, we do have some prompts with a printable checklist that will be available to you. And the 5 of us have each contributed a prompt that, as I say, if you want to add a little bit more challenge to your readathon, you could tie your reading around. The prompt from Shelley is to read a work of historical fiction about a real remarkable person. Melinda's prompt is to read a work of alternate historical fiction, so something that is set in the past but with a bit of a twist to the historical narrative that we know. I can think of books like Owen Shear's Resistance, which is about what if Britain had lost World War II, or The Blinking, which is an alternate historical fiction in which Anne Boleyn had the very much wanted male son and heir for Henry VIII. This prompt is all about those what ifs of history. What if things had turned out differently? What would happen next? Brittany's prompt is to read a work of historical fiction with a dual timeline, where the narrative goes back and forth between 2 different periods. Gloria's prompt is to read a historical fiction about a specific event. The major players of the book could be fictional, but the event that it is tied around must be real. And then finally, my prompt. I wanted people to look at historical fiction that focuses around the arts. Once again, any time period, but where the characters are thinking about things like theatre, about painting, literature, film, music, architecture, sculpture. Some of my favourite works of historical fiction are about writers, composers, artists, and so I wanted to bring that into my prompt. I've also said, for the ease of this prompt, that it could even be that the front cover of your book involves a work of art, and that very well could count. But as somebody who loves the arts plural, I really wanted to give a nod to them. Please do let me know if you're getting involved in this readathon, any books that you're keen to read, and if you do yourself make any sort of content around the Historical Fiction Readathon, please do use the hashtag of ReadHistoricalFiction 2025, and then we'll be able to find it and check out what you've made. I'm very excited for this readathon because I'm such a big historical fiction reader. It typically makes up the largest slice of the pie when it comes to my reading at the end of any given year, and I'm definitely keen to make some more historical fiction themed videos through the month, and I would love to hear any ideas that you have, anything that you'd like to see from me. But there we go, that is everything that I have for this video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.